Honey. How y'all doing? What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesdays for those out there who celebrate because it is a holiday. Nothing is more exciting than tacos. It's your girl, Tony Dominique, and y'all know on Tuesdays we find somebody amazing in the independent industry to interview. And today that person happens to be Silk White. He is an author. He is a filmmaker. He is an actor. I'm sure he has many labels that we have yet to learn about him. So let's go ahead and find and see what he's doing. Mr. Silk. Let's bring Mr. Silk White in here. Y'all know I'll mess this up. So hold on, y'all. Let me y'all know how I do. Let me figure this out. Mr. Silk White. Are you with us? It's connecting, y'all. He's connecting. We're gonna get him together. Mr. Silk White, are you there?
Yes.
All right, let's see. Let's see what we're doing in the building.
Am I supposed to cut my camera on, or how this supposed to go?
Yeah, we want to see you.
Okay, cool. I didn't know what was going on.
Let us let us see you.
What's going on?
Let
What's
me make
going
sure my
on?
audience can see you though, cause my audience know I'll mess up a whole thing the whole time. The whole time. The whole time.
How you been though? You been good?
I have been great. Let me
That's
get
what.
this. Oh, see,
That's what.
that's what I be doing every time. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get it right for y'all. Let the Lord be with me. Let the Lord be with me. Boom. Is that? Is that? Is that? It always be me doing something extra. Let me see. Can we do it this way? Come on, Tony. Get your life together. Get your life together.
What you got going on over there?
Listen, so I am famous for like always trying to get my people to see what's going on, and I'll mess it up every single time. What, please? And now they can't see me. They can see you, but they can't see me. Oh well, maybe they don't need to see me. You just can't see me. So as long as they can see you, we just want to see your face. Hey, and they can see me another way.
Okay,
They can see
gotcha.
me another way. Cause listen, my fans. I don't know how they put up with me. I don't know how they put up with me. Cause when it comes to technology, I'll jack it up every time, and they know it, and they just be laughing at me. But it's okay. It's all right. They
All
love
good.
me, and they keep coming back. So they
That's
working
all.
while I figure it out together. They all know. They all know. Anyway, so everybody, we got Silk White in the building. Y'all see him. He came in all black, like he the Men in
Yeah.
Black today.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
How are you? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good, man. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, I already told them. Correct me if I'm wrong. You are an actor, you're a writer, and you're a filmmaker. Correct?
That's correct.
Do you have any other hats that you wear that we don't know about?
Yes, I'm an author as well.
You're a what?
Author as well.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. What's the difference between an author and a writer?
Author and a writer is two different. Author is like an author of like books and novels and things like that. And a writer, you could write like poetry. You could write spoken word. You could write scripts, screenplays, and things like that.
Got you. Okay. Get me together, cause I don't be knowing all the time. Get me together. Okay. So, like I told you, and like my audience knows, today we're gonna interview you, get to know you, ask you some questions. Some people may come in on the stream and want to ask you some questions, but if they don't have any questions, I do have some questions for you. And then
Okay.
tomorrow we're gonna sit down and do a reaction video where we watch your movie, and it's live reaction. They see my reaction. They talk in the chat about it. We all comment together. Um, you can watch that on either twitch.tv/Tony Dominique, or it's also live on my website TonyDominique.net. So you can watch it either way and come in with me and see what the people are saying about your movie. If
I
you want to
love to.
know how they feeling, like do they like
Yeah.
this? Is they not in real time?
Yes.
So make sure you come back, check out, join in the chat, and you can answer questions in the chat too if you want to, because
I'll be in there.
we be getting mad at characters. We be like, why you doing that? You like we be in it. Like we be doing a lot.
Listen, I'm the same way, so shit sound like I'm gonna fit. Sound like I'm gonna fit right in. You know what I'm saying?
We be doing a lot. So yes, yes, yes. So my first question is, of course, yeah, I'm gonna ask the normal question. My first question is, where did you come up with the name Silk White?
Lord have mercy. Um, I got the name from being in the streets back in the day. I was quiet, so they said that they called me Silk because I was like quiet and said I was kind of smooth and stuff like that. And I got the name White because I used to sell a lot of drugs back in the day. So they was like, "Well, that's Silk because he's smooth." And I was like, "Man, that's Silk White right there." And so the name just like stuck with me and stuff like that. So when I started writing, I just kept the name.
Okay. Let me find it. I thought it was gonna be something deep, but I didn't realize it was gonna be like, okay, this is my street name. You know what I'm saying? I just turned it around, made it like, okay.
So when I started, I was fresh out of the streets when I started writing, and I didn't realize that by me having that name, people were going to ask like, "How did you get the name Silk White?" And I would have to explain it to them. I didn't realize that when I started. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Okay. Silk White. I was thinking like it was gonna be something like. Well, at first I was like Silk White. Like I wonder why white, cause you're black. Like why would you be like Silk White? I was really trying to think of like why Silk White. Then of course I'm a girl, so I was like maybe Snow White. Then I was like Snow White. Then I did think along the lines of drugs when I got into the Snow White vibe of it. But I was like, no, maybe no, you can't just assume that about people. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
Most definitely.
it was a lot. And here I go being right. Let me find out. I just got back from Mexico a couple
Okay.
of days ago. And I was just telling everybody on the stream yesterday when we did my birthday recap. The only thing I didn't like about Mexico is that as you're walking down the street, just minding your business, they're all asking you, like, you want cocaína? You want blow? You want weed? I'm like,
Mm, mm,
listen, I'm just here to have regular fun. I ain't ready to make those heights. I'm not ready. I'm
I got
especially
you. That's
not
a
in Mexico.
fact. Exactly. At least want to be someone they speak English. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. All right. So my next question is, which journey did you take first? I think you kind of answered it. Did you take the actor role, the writer role, the author role, or the filmmaker role? Like which one did you start first?
I started with the author role. I started writing. Actually, I started writing books when I was in jail. Actually, so I was doing my Silk White thing and got locked up and stuff. So I had to go to jail for a few years and stuff like that. So I started doing my writing thing there. And when I got out, I let a couple people read it and like, man, this is really good. I thought they were just saying that. So I had went and pursued it, and come to find out that everybody said that it was great and they was loving it and things like that. So that was the first step, and then I wanted to get my books onto the screen. So I was like, I didn't know how to do it. So I was like writing HBO and BT, and no one wrote me back. This was before like the internet was how it is now. It was like you had to write
Mm-hmm.
letters and stuff like that. So I was doing that, and I just would never get no response back and stuff like that. And then I seen there's a web series called Money and Violence that had picked up, um, and it was kind of like on some street stuff. So I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then I saw Issa Rae thing pick up. You know what I'm saying? So I already had my scripts written already. You know, I just was just trying to do it the wrong way, I guess. I was trying to get like picked up and signed and stuff like that.
Right.
And once I seen like Issa Rae doing it on her own and the Money and Violence people doing it on, I was like, okay, yeah, this is what I'm about to do.
You say I got this. Nobody want to see my. Nobody want to put my stuff on. I'm put on myself.
Yeah, that's how it is. So I got my own publishing company as well. That's the same thing that happened. I like was trying to get a traditional book deal, you know, and I was submitting my manuscript to these companies, and they was like rejection letter. Oh, I'm so sorry at this moment, blah blah blah. So I was just getting turned down left and right and stuff like that, basically saying my stuff wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? But I knew better, so I just did it on my own, and you know, here we
Here
are
we
today.
are. Here we
That's a
are. So
fact.
would you say with all of that and dealing with the rejection letters and stuff that it's hard to get on traditionally in that industry?
Yes, most definitely. So how it works is, um, but here's the thing, man. We have to do our own stuff because the people in the industry, they are not us, so they don't know what's hot. They just go with what's trending. So once somebody start doing something and it's hot, they want that. Oh, give me that. Give me more of that. But they don't know what that is until it's start
It's
getting
already popping.
exactly. So when you give them something, it's like, oh no, I want something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what's selling. That's what's this and the third. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, just do your own stuff and build up an audience for yourself and stuff like that. And then everything else is going to fall into your lap. Because what I did find out is that once I did get bigger and stuff like that, the books, they came with the traditional deals then to give me. And I turned it down. When they came to me later on, I turned it down because I no longer needed, I no longer needed them. And I was independent, which means I get 100%. Why would I, if I'm making 100%, why would I, you know what I'm saying, take this money from you just because you're giving me money? I'm gonna make it in a year already. You're just giving it to me now instead of me getting it throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
you know, when you talk to some people, they're like, "Oh, you should have took that," because they thinking with the black people mindset where it's like get what you can so fast and stuff like that. And it's like, nah, this game is not about that. You got to be smart and you got to know your business. You know what I'm saying? From me doing it on my own, I had to learn every step of the business, and that's the best thing that happened to me because I actually got a chance to learn the business. And the crazy thing is, it's just like the drug business. It's just a different product. So once I figured
Right.
that out, it was like, okay, cool. This is my lane right here. Instead of selling what I used to sell, we just selling books now. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Right.
the same exact thing because when you're doing that, you're
Business
running a
is
business.
business. Yeah.
This business is just a product. So you know what I'm saying? If I was good at that business, I'm definitely gonna be good at this business. It's the same thing. It's just a different product. And once I realized that, you know what I'm saying, I was good and stuff like that.
Did you ever have a moment in that time where you were thinking like you should have took the money because of like the bigger companies probably have like more marketing, it's a little easier to do, the backing of support. Did you ever think about that element or was that like no, I already got this. I don't even
No,
that
I
don't even
thought
push me a little bit.
no, it didn't push me a little bit, but I anytime somebody offer me something, I always consider it. I always don't be like, oh no, no, no. I always do the pros and cons and things like that. And pretty much it just wasn't pretty much when they come for you, you can do something for them. They're never doing nothing for me because when I couldn't do nothing, they wouldn't do nothing for me.
All right.
So when they do come to you, it's not that oh get their back end and this and the third. You know what I'm saying? They're coming to you for a reason because you're making noise. They want your noise. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'll just keep making my own noise. And this, like I said, the stuff they was offering and stuff like that, I was gonna do it. I was already doing it anyway. They just give it to me up front instead of I was gonna have to wait to the end of the year to get the stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
they wasn't doing nothing crazy. They just wanted a piece of my stuff. They wasn't. They it ain't so much they could do. It's just the same marketing, and then just marketing is all the same. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand how this stuff works, same stuff they're doing, you can do the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just pretty much how it works and stuff like that. And once I got like that, I was in competition with these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like what they did. I don't like how they moving. So, we're gonna see what's what and stuff like that. In my own brain, of course, that's just how I was moving and stuff like that.
Got you. Hey Amir. Hey JJ Boom. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're talking with Silk White, author, writer, filmmaker, actor, black man. Let me ask for the ladies: are you taken?
Yes, I am taken.
God dang, y'all. We can't have. He taken. He taken. God dang. Y'all know, ladies. Y'all know. We trying to find a good one. No, I'm just joking. All right. Okay. Lucky her. Lucky her. How long have y'all been together? Yes, we getting your personal business.
No, that's fine. Like 10 years.
10 years. Are y'all married?
Yes, man.
Okay. Yes. Shout out to Black Love. All right, y'all. Simmer down. Simmer down. Don't get into his DMs. He's taking 10
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
That's a long time. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We ain't trying to break no happy homes, especially not in Black Love. The people that don't look like you, go on and break them homes up. No, I'm just joking. Y'all don't do that. Don't do that. Who are your filmmaker influences? Do you have some people that you look up to when you're making films?
Yeah, most definitely, man. I definitely like Tyler Perry, of course, man. I like Tyler Perry because I just like his business mind, where it's like, he got in the game, he got what he needed to get. Once he got his money, he got his own stuff. So now he don't have to report to nobody. They couldn't report to him. You know what I'm saying? I like him. Of course, I like Issa Rae because pretty much she came from off YouTube and now she's building, what I'm saying, her own empire and things like that. And there's a lot more other people and stuff like that. I just look up to a lot of people and I aspire to be on their levels very soon and stuff like that.
You know, when I think of like filmmakers and all that stuff, Issa Rae just hasn't even come to mind like that because, and I don't know why. I mean, obviously I know a little bit about her story, but in my mind, when I met Issa Rae, I met her as an actress. So it's like I know the things that she's acting are things that she created, but still in my mind, it's like she's an actress. What y'all talking about? So like, how hard is it to like when people meet you a certain way? Like somebody may meet you at a book fair, so now they think you're an author.
Correct.
Someone may meet you on set, you know, working on your film, so now they think you're a filmmaker. Or someone may meet
Mhm.
you. Do you ever get booked in someone else's stuff? So someone may meet you as an actor. How hard is it getting people to understand that you do it all?
It's not hard at all. You know what I'm saying? So when I speak to people, I just let them know that this is what I do and stuff like that. When I meet people, I give them flyers of my film work. I let them know, what's going on, and people are receptive to it and things like that. It's a lot of when you meet people like that, it's like closed-minded people and things like that. Not all of them, but some people want to put you in a box, like, oh, I know you as an interviewer, and that's all you are. And it's like, well, no, I do a whole bunch of other stuff as well too. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just gotta be open-minded and not let people put that handicap on you because a lot of people they like to say like if you're a school teacher, that's all you can be. You can't do real estate and work at a job because you know what I'm saying. So it's like you can
That's
do
so
whatever
true.
you can do whatever it is you want to do, but it's the people around you. It depends on how they think and stuff like that. And it's like people are some people are just small minded and stuff like that. But you can't look at that like that because you might meet somebody as a model or at a photo shoot or something like that, where you think that's all they do. Like you have to speak and talk to them and get to know them and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They might sing, they might do a whole bunch of other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That is so true. Do you do this full time?
Oh yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I own my own publishing company and I own my own film company, and I shoot all my films on my own, and I don't do like GoFundMe and all of that stuff. I pay in my pocket and things like that. And I'm blessed. You know what I'm
That smile. Does your family support you in all of that? And was there a time where you were trying to move over to the full time aspect when there was like, okay, we struggling, but they still support you, or did you have any like issues trying to gain that full support of from your family while you were transitioning over to the full time aspect of it?
Not really, because I went from drugs to just this, and it's been good
You went
from
from
there.
money to money. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All
so
right. I'm trying to be
uh,
like you when I grow up.
the only issue I had in the beginning was your significant other, when sometimes you gotta be kissing in the scenes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You might gotta hear something,
Mm,
but that was early in the beginning. Now everything was cool and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
listen, you know what? So when I decided I wanted to get into acting or whatever, so many people were like, if you're dating somebody, how do they feel about you kissing and all that? And see, I'm like,
Mm,
it's fake, or if you,
definitely.
it's easier if you date someone in the industry as well, in any
Right.
type of entertainment, whether it's acting or singing or
Right.
comedy or whatever. Those people are more like open of like, okay, we understand that this is for the business. But
That's
when you date
correct.
somebody outside of that, they like, okay, I support you. Then they see it, then they like, wait a
Mm,
minute now, that look a little too real.
Man, listen, it look a little too real. You coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, because when you film, it be late, man. People
Yeah,
don't
it's
know that.
hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, it's a when you on set, it's all day, it's all night and stuff like that. And if you don't know this, people will see a 30-minute show. I'm like, oh, that was only a 30-minute show. They don't know that it take all day. It may take even 3 days to film a 30-minute show. So it's like they don't know because they're not there. So it's like, when you're trying to explain that to somebody, you know what I'm saying? There's kind of hard for them to believe. That was in the early stages though, you know what I'm saying? But
Now
it's like
you
you
get,
said, people in the industry, they'll definitely understand quicker than somebody else because they're in the same industry. They understand.
ooh, honey, honey. I've never had that issue, but I definitely can understand where it would be like, wait a minute, what?
No,
Wait
most
a
definitely. I
minute,
had heard a
what?
bunch of stories from like the cast and stuff like that. It just be rough. It just be rough. So what I'm saying, sometimes you gotta let certain relationships go because they'll hold you back. And it's like, I heard some people had to stop. After this movie, this is my last one, so because it's either my family or film and stuff. And it's like,
Mm.
and about me because I'm choosing film because this what I love to do. That person is just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I gotta choose between you and what makes me happy, like, come on, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? So that mean, like, if I choose you, that means I'm not gonna be happy because I still can't do what makes me
What I
happy. And
want to
it's,
do, yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like people would choose that, and I just be like, man, they're crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And then they
Because
unhappy, and a couple of years later they divorced,
that's
broken up, and
it.
now they done interrupted their happiness trying to find it back. And some people can't bounce back like that because they done lost their way. Well, it's a rough thing, rough
Yeah,
journey.
most
Let me tell you, the entertainment industry in all aspects is not for the weak. It's
definitely
not
not,
for the
man.
weak.
It's definitely not for the weak, man. And you gotta be willing to invest in yourself as well too, because the money ain't gonna come just in the beginning like that. You're gonna have to go some days and get without getting paid and stuff like that before the money starts to come in. You know what I'm saying? So when I first started doing my books and stuff, I had to give away so many books for free in order to make sales. I had a part one and a part two. I just went and gave 1,000 part ones away. I just bought like 5,000 part ones or 5,000 part two. I just gave away 1,000 for free. And I was so confident in my product that I knew that once they read this one, they will come back for the next one. And that's how it started. But if I was thinking like a regular person who's just coming from the working world and trying to be an entrepreneur, I would have never did that. But coming from the drug game, it was like, you gotta give out samples. You
You
gotta
gotta give
give
a
out
little
samples
taste,
to
get
the
them
customer.
hooked.
That's a fact. Once they get a sample of it, they know it's good. They're gonna come back. So I like I said, it's all the same thing. It's just a different product. It's the same business model. It's the same. When I tell you the same thing, it's the same thing. So I did that. I gave out 1,000 free books. Boom. Those are the samples. Those are the testers. They come back, boom, they come by the rest of the stuff, and then they spread the word about how good your stuff is. Just like the other business. So it's the same thing. So once
Like
that happened,
Silk
it was
got that good stuff. Go on and get that stuff. Go on and get that new Silk white stuff.
that's a fact though. So that's how it happened and stuff like that. And the same thing with the film stuff. I put my stuff on YouTube at first so that people could watch it for free. And I thought, oh man, I'm gonna give me a million views real quick because the stuff is free. Why would they not watch it? Like, and it was so hard to get people to watch my stuff for free. And I didn't realize that going in. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, it's free. Why would I tell somebody to watch it? Why would they not watch it? Man, people do not care who you are unless you're known by people and stuff like that. And once I realized that, I knew I was like, oh, I got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? And
Gotta
then
build
from
that
there, I started.
name again.
Yeah,
Build that
most
name again. Oh my God. What would you say? What is the toughest part of? What's the toughest things in making in film today?
the toughest thing in making films today is just everybody's schedule. Like everybody's like busy and stuff like that. So to film a movie, excuse me, you got to have everybody on the same page. You got to film on this day. Hopefully, people ain't doing no projects for that week or whatever it is. So that's the thing, is just getting everybody's schedules to align. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hardest thing right now. Is just that right there. That'd be it.
Got you. So how long would you say it takes you to make a movie? One movie.
It takes me 3 days to make a movie, so I do it in 3 days. I do it in the weekend from Friday through Sunday night. I'll be done with everything. But I gotta have actors who are experienced and they are coming to work, not coming to take selfies and stuff like that. Because we film, the scene is over with, change your clothes, go to the next scene, rehearse it for 5 minutes real quick, we shooting it. You know what I'm saying? We do that all day. So Friday, boom. Saturday, boom. By Sunday, we done with all the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Movie is about what, 60 scenes. So we could do 20 scenes per day or whatever like that. Some days we do 30 scenes, and then the next day we do 20, and then we only got to do, you know what I'm saying, 10 scenes on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's get the bulk of it done, and let's keep it moving and stuff like that. But now I'm into the series now, so I'm sure the series now that takes a little bit longer because it's episode, stuff like that.
Got you. So I'm in a series currently, or at least I'm kind of in a series. And the reason I kind of in a series because we've been filming this series or trying to film this series for going on 2 years now.
Wow.
Just trying to film it. And so in the beginning, I was like super available because I just didn't think it would take so long, right?
Right.
I was like, okay, at max, maybe I don't know, maybe a month or two, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
maybe, if we knock it out. And that's only coming from because before I joined the series, I'd already did, a movie. So I'm like, okay, that was quick, like you said, that was like in a weekend. So I'm thinking like each
Mm-hmm.
episode, if you do each episode in a weekend, boom, 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 boom,
Correct.
the
Right.
whole series should be done like pow.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting, still pending. So now we're running into
Mm.
the part where it's like, okay, well now I have other things to do because I made my time available, but now I make myself available for 2 years. Like,
No, for real. Like,
who knows that much time?
can I ask you a question? Was it slow down because of COVID, or was it slow down just cause?
No, it wasn't really slowed down because of COVID or anything. It was just slowed down because of the production team finding the right people to film it. So they had like three different sets of people to film it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, since it's taking so long, you have people dropping out. So now you got to
Most definitely.
recast where you've already shot the scenes with some people. So now you got to
Mm-hmm.
reshoot those scenes with the new people. And
Can
then,
I say something? This is why I film my stuff quickly, because you don't want this issue. You don't want people getting bored, because when people sign onto a film, they're excited. They read the script. They like, oh, this is my role. They're excited. You
right.
can't drag it out for 2 years, not even 2 months, because with the continuity, if your hair got like this for 2 months, it's hard for a woman to keep her hair the same way for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yes. And
we
I
gotta
know
keep
in this film, my hair has changed like 99 times because of the time. Because I done dyed my hair. One time I got braids. Sometimes it's straight.
Not
So
could
when this get project
imagine.
get put together, I don't even know what I'm gonna be looking like.
Man, for real, man. So those type of projects, you gotta try to stay away from them
I
because
don't even
the
know
people
what I'm
might
gonna
have
be looking like.
good intentions, but they stuff is not in order and it's not correct. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I think one of the issues was it was supposed to be 8 episodes, and they didn't write. They were trying to write while they filmed, and they didn't have all of them complete. So
Man, listen. Once I would have heard that, I would have dropped out already. Once they try to
I
do
didn't
that,
know that in the beginning. I didn't know.
okay.
I
I
didn't
was about to
know.
say once you hear that, you have to remove yourself from there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because this must be their first series or something. Because they obviously don't know how much work that's gonna take and how why it's taking 2 years now. Because you're gonna get frustrated and it's just a lot of stuff, man. So I'm glad. Well, I don't know if you dropped out of it, but I hope you dropped out of it because Lord have mercy. That's 2 years, man, to be filming 8 episodes. Like, give me a break. That's ridiculous.
Ironically, I have not dropped out of it. Now I have been written out of a lot of scenes just because of my availability, but I
Okay.
haven't dropped out of it. But I have put myself back because a lot of that also is just it's a lot of rehearsal practice. Like a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
not saying that I'm not the best actress in the world, but I think I'm
Mm-hmm.
really good. Like I can learn a script in a day and do it in
Right.
the same day. Like my script memory is 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 like that. Not to like toot my own horn. Script memory is like that.
That's dope.
So like if you give it to me, a day in advance or even that day, if it's not, dramatically too long, I can probably do it on the same day. But if it's like really long, I probably need a day
Yeah.
to get my mind in order about it. But
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot. We did a lot of like rehearsal and practice and rehearsal and practice and practice and rehearsal. And I'm like, that's why it's film. Like you read it, you make sure the actors have the skill set that you want them to have, and they have the skill set because you looked at their
Right.
reels or you looked at their previous work or
Right.
you looked at their stuff. That's how you know
Mm-hmm.
they're perfect for the or they gave you a audition tape and you already see that they have the characteristics
Right.
that you need for
Already.
whatever role you want them for. I was like, woo, honey. But no, I have not quit. Again, I have been written out
Mm-hmm.
of a lot of stuff because I'm busy. I'm busy. And it wasn't
I
like
get
a
it, man.
it wasn't a
I
major
get it.
major part a role that I had, but
Yeah.
I'm busy. Busy.
I get it, man. 2 years is a long time, man.
Look at your face. You like, woo. Oh my goodness.
2 years. I'm thinking about 2 years. Like, you know how many movies you gonna have done in 2 years? Like, for one, you crazy?
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
goodness.
understand.
So with that in mind, what skills do you think a filmmaker needs?
Number one skill is patience because you're dealing with a lot of different personalities because you're dealing with this actor, this actor, this actor. This one only eats fish. This one is this, and this one is that. So it's like you gotta have patience. You can't personalize things. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're there all day and people start to get frustrated, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta have patience. You gotta know how to not personalize things, and you gotta know how to read the room and stuff like that. Excuse me. Meaning, like, if everybody's getting tired and they moving sluggish and stuff like that, it's like, I bet they might not can move like you, so they might not can last as long as you. You know what I'm saying? So let's cut it for the day and let's get back to it tomorrow and stuff like that. Instead of pushing them and stuff like that, and then it doesn't come out how you want it to come out. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because a lot of people they come from being on sets to where they be there all day and they only shoot like 2 scenes and stuff like that. So I was on a set like that as well too. Like they shoot 2 scenes in a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, this doesn't make any sense. So when you come over to mess with Silk White Productions and we doing 20, 30 scenes a day, it's like, whoa, ho, it's too much. Like, oh my God, like, you know what I'm saying? So I've gotten that, and it's like, well, look, man, this is. Well, I tell everybody up front when I speak to them before I give them a role. Like, yo, listen, we get busy over here, so I'm letting you know now. Like, this is what we do. Can we keep up? If we're going too fast, let me know. I can slow it down a little bit, but if everybody's just moving with it and you're the only one, you gonna have to pick it up. If a few people just like, okay, let's slow it down then. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people they come from that two scenes a day type stuff. Where you just sit around all day long and stuff like that. And it's like, nah, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like when you in the quote unquote mainstream production industry, they have you there 16, 17, 18, 19 hours filming
You
one
don't do nothing. You just
one
be sitting.
scene and they
Yeah,
don't
you
want
just
you to leave. You can't go nowhere. We need you
and
for that one
you
part and it's the
mhm.
last scene of the night.
It's the last day of the night. You've been there all day long. So they come from that. So when they come over here, they're like, oh my God. Like, you know, have somebody who's like, hold on, sir, can I please get a 10-minute break and stuff like that? Why don't we take a break after every scene? You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no long break, but it's like we getting busy and stuff like that.
Take
You
5
know?
and come on, get you some water, hydrate. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get this done, man. We trying to be here all day or we trying to get this done.
Oh, you
So,
got that Denzel mind. You trying to eat, you gonna go home.
that's a fact. You want to go to jail, you want to go home. Like, so it's like, nah, it's like you want to get this done. What you want to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to wait next week and say let's pick it back up next week. No, it's a whole week. Then I'll waste it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like you said, you got to pick people who you've seen their reels, they auditioned or you spoke to them on the phone, let them know exactly what's what, and they agreed to it, and you've seen some of their work before. So
Yeah.
that's
All right. So, with being an author, how long does it take you to write a book?
um, it took it. I haven't written a book in a while, but it took me the last one. It took me about a month to write it, and I just moved fast. I kind of got a gift and stuff like that when it comes to the writing stuff. So it just like when I start writing, it just comes to me. So I don't have like a story mapped out or anything like that. I have the title and I have the beginning. I write the beginning and it all just unfolds as I'm writing and stuff. It just works that way for me. So I write pretty fast. You know what I'm saying?
Do you edit your own stuff or do you have an editor and all the other stuff?
For books or for film?
Both.
For books, I have an editor. For film, I edit my own stuff.
Okay. All right, all right. And so at what point do you think someone should call themselves an editor? I mean, not an editor, sorry. Someone should call themselves a writer or an author or a filmmaker. Like, is there a certain type of a threshold you have to go through? Or is it as soon as you think you're one, you're it?
And once you have a book published, you're an author. You know what I'm saying? Once you have written a script, you are now a writer. You got a whole bunch of poems, you are a writer. You write poetry. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to accomplish anything to be these things. You know what I'm saying? Except for author wise. You have to have a book published with I'm an author. Where can I find your book at? Oh, it ain't out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
I'm
not an
still
author.
writing it.
Most definitely. So as far as everything else, is fine. But an author, and this is just my personal opinion, you have to have a book published. Like, so if you say you're an author, somebody needs to be able to say, where can I get your book from? And you able to tell them where they can get your book from. That's an author. To me, the other stuff is just writers. It's fine. You got a whole bunch of scripts written and stuff like that. You ain't produced them yet. You're still a writer because you wrote the script. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. Now, have you ever had writer's block? And if so, what does writer's block mean to you?
It comes every now and then. Like I told you, my stuff should be flowing, and sometimes I start, thinking too much about certain things, and I just give it some thought. So how you get through writer's block is you have to write through it. So basically, let's say if you're stuck, right? Let's say if you're stuck writing, like you want a scene and you can't figure out how to end the scene, right? Just write. Just keep writing. Like I'm trying to explain it.
Just write
It's like
random stuff until it all comes to you?
not random stuff, but it's like let's say you don't know how to end it. Start writing the person do something, and then it's gonna come to you. But if you just stuck and you just sit there and think, you have to write it for it to keep flowing. If that makes any sense. So if I'm doing a scene where this person's about to kill this person, I don't know how they're gonna kill him. I'll have the person walk around the corner, and then it's like as I'm writing them walk around the corner, the stuff starts coming to me because I'm moving again. You know what I'm saying? Once you stop,
Got you.
this is when you're gonna get stuck. If that makes any sense.
Okay, we got Amir asking, how long have you been an author or a writer?
I have been an author since 2007. And I've been doing film since 2011.
Okay, okay. Amir says he steps away a little bit when he gets writer's block.
Yeah, you could do that as well too. It just works for you. That I'm just saying that's what works for me. So however people do it and they come back to it to get it done, excuse me, that's all that matters. So that's all that matters. As long as you're getting the stuff done, that's all that matters. So if you gotta step away and get you something to drink or do whatever you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. As long as you're getting it done, it works for you, that's your formula. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. All right. So when you're writing your films or your books, do you try to be more original to self, or do you try to deliver more of what you think um, the readers and the watchers want?
I just so what I do is I know what's good and I know what's not good. So I write what's good, and they're gonna know is they're gonna they're gonna want that. If that makes any sense. I don't write what they want. I know what they're gonna want, and sometimes people don't know what they want until you
To
tell them
give
what
it
they
to
want.
them.
You know what I'm saying? So I just write good stuff, and I let the people tell me if it's good or not. I don't ever say, oh, my stuff is the greatest or this and the third. I let the people tell me what they think of it, and people tell me honestly. I get people who love the stuff. I get people who like the stuff. You're gonna get the people who just ain't got nothing good to say. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're gonna get those people like, oh, this is the worst thing ever, and this and the third. Is, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get those. So, um, I just let the people decide for me, and the good is definitely always the bad by a million. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna keep it going and stuff like that.
So how do you handle those moments where people are like, "Oh, this is trash. I don't like this. Why would you do it this way? Why you ain't add this?" People that really probably aren't even in the industry or know anything about it, trying to
Yeah,
tell you how to do what you should do the way you
yeah.
know how to do it.
Well, if it's constructive criticism, I take it very well. You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody just hating, I just take it as just somebody hating. Now, if somebody says I didn't like your stuff because the lighting was bad, or this and the third, or that and the third, I write this stuff down. Boom, okay, lighting needs to be better. Boom, boom, boom. So now when I do my next one, all the stuff people said was wrong from people who don't know me, list the stuff that's wrong. Okay, man, I might not have peeped that. I go and I correct everything in my next one. You understand? And now I
Mhm.
want to see what they say for the next one. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I don't mind people telling me what they didn't like about it, but if they have a valid reason, like, well, I didn't like the shit because the shit was whack, the acting was whack, or whatever the case be, that's fine. But if somebody's like, oh, this is just the worst movie I ever seen in my life and stuff like that, there's no reason behind it and stuff, they just hating, or they may have just felt that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, the next one you got to get better and stuff like that. So that stuff just motivates me and it makes me want to become a perfectionist and things like that. I don't take it as if, oh, they never did, they're on injury, they don't know how this works and stuff like that. Most people don't know how it works. Most people don't give an opinion about something that they never done. So you can't get mad. You know, say you can't get mad about that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like people say, if that was me, I would have did this, and it's like, no, you wouldn't have. The stuff happens so fast, you don't know what you would do. It's easy to say, what you're gonna do when you watching it on the TV, but somebody else did that. Like, oh, if that was me, I would have did this. No, you wouldn't have. It's
Because you
stuff.
ain't had time to think about it in that moment.
Exactly. Now, when you watch it, you got time to see what happened, how it played out. Like, oh, I would have did that differently. When it's gone, you don't know what's going on and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I love to hear what people have to say about it. I don't get upset if people say it's whack or they didn't like it or none of that stuff. I simply ask them, well, what didn't you like about it? And once they tell me what they didn't like about it, I do my best to try to fix it in the next one, things like that. But if you get
Right.
everybody say, I loved it, I loved it, I loved it, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing to correct and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, the better you get, they are going to be, I loved it, I loved it, because you don't made all those mistakes in the beginning. So once you get to a certain point, you are going to get a lot of those. I like it, and very little I didn't like it, because now you basically mastered your stuff over all of this time. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you. So we got another question. What inspires you to write?
I just like to entertain the people, man. Like, so how it works is I just like to entertain the people. I know it's a bunch of people who at work and they come home and they want to watch something, and just like right now, right? It's like it ain't no power on. there ain't no snowfall. Tyler Perry is off. Like it's nothing to watch. So it's like, I bet I got my show. I'm gonna put my show out. So it's always something for people to watch and stuff like that. And I just like to entertain the people and stuff like that. That motivates me. And every time I write these scripts and stuff, when I get these new actors, man, I am helping these people reach their dreams, man. You know what I'm saying? These people thank me so much for picking them to be in the movies and the series and things like that. And just knowing that I can help, play a part in someone else's, career, success, whatever it is, that's definitely a big motivation for me.
Got you. So, me being me, the Tony Dominique, call myself ATL, celebrity ATL. I Google myself. Do you ever Google yourself?
I have before, but I don't do it all the time. I don't. That Once you get to a certain point, you don't have to Google yourself anymore. So when I was doing that, I was like, if you got to do that, you know what I'm saying, you ain't where you need to be at. You know what I'm saying? That's for the people who, when they watch you, like, oh, who is that person? They want to look you up and stuff like that. That's not for me to be, doing it to myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm
that
Googling
first,
myself. I need
that
to know
first,
what's
it's like,
out there.
let me see what they saying and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, care about this stuff anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's for the other people to Google and stuff like that. I don't got time to Google myself, and I don't care what people have to say because some people gonna love me, some people gonna hate me, some people gonna be in the middle and stuff like that. If I cared about everyone's opinion about me, I will, you know what I'm saying, go crazy. I do what I'm supposed to do. I do right by people. I do good business by people. No one say I owe them any money. I jerked them, cheated them, anything like that. And I sleep good because I know myself. You know what I'm saying? I know what I do. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I don't have to worry about what people are saying and this and the third and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Do you read other authors' books and watch other films and stuff?
Most definitely, most definitely. So I read other people's books and stuff like that because I'm a reader. I love to read myself. You know what I'm saying? So I read certain things, and I definitely watch other people's movies. Now I watch it to learn, like I watch, like the stuff on TV to learn, and I also watch the other independent people to one support them and two to keep up with the competition and what's going on and things like that.
Are you one of those people that watch a movie? Like some people sit and they watch a movie and they be like, oh, okay, they just watching the movie for the general fun of watching the movie. Are you one of those people that watch the movie be like, oh, did you see that boom mic right there in the corner? Did you see that lighting flick? Did you see that switch right there? Did you see that the hair was on this side and now it's on that side? Do you watch a movie like that? Like
I
with
watch
a
a movie just
critique mind?
I watch a movie just like that because when I'm filming the movies, I got to look out for those things. So I'm always looking out for those things. So now when I watch a movie, it's just in my brain to look for those certain things. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it, but it's stuck with me. It's stuck with me now because when I was making mistakes when I first started, people was like, "Oh, that didn't matter. She was on this side and that side." They was critiquing me, so I had to be mindful of these things because when people tell me what they didn't like, I listen to them. Oh, the third. So when I started moving forward, I started listening and trying to correct all my mistakes. And you have to have a trained eye in these situations. And now when I watch film, my eyes are trained to do that. Now I don't mean to do it, but it just happens.
Right. I think I watch. I don't know how this is a thing, but I watch stuff with both minds. Like sometimes I can watch it and be oblivious to all the mistakes, and
Right.
sometimes I can watch it and I be like, wait a minute, did you see that? Did
Hmm.
y'all see this? How they do this? How did storyline end up like that? I was watching a music video yesterday. We were watching a music video and we are like, how they come up with this concept? How they get over here that fast? How he ain't hear this? You know, so we come up trying to understand like
No, for real.
how they skip that part. How we like it's it's so funny when you think
No,
about it.
for
And
real.
it's not even just people would think, oh, it's gotta be just in independent films because you know they got lower budgets because they don't know some independent
Hmm.
films have bigger budgets. It's
Hmm.
even in like mainstream movies where they make those big mistakes that you think, you know, this person
No.
got millions and millions
They
of
make
dollars to put
plenty
in
of
this
mistakes.
movie.
They make plenty of mistakes in the big movies. You just
Right.
gotta I see it. People don't. A lot of people don't understand like the movie magic and how they do certain things. Once you know that stuff, you be like, "Oh snap! I see what they did," and this and the third. But for the average person, they'll be like, "Oh, that they didn't see nothing wrong with the stuff." You know what I'm saying? And that's good. So it's a lot of mistakes that I used to make that no one caught it. But when I watch it back, I'm like,
I
you know
seen
what I'm
that.
saying? But no one else will catch it because they don't know what they don't know what to look for. And most people are just, you know what I'm saying, they're not in like the industry. They just, watch shows and they heard about the show, let me check it out. And it's like they don't know what to look for and stuff like that. And that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Because if everybody knew what to look for, you know what I'm saying, there'll be a lot of more critiquing going on and things like that than there already is.
Right. I know I like to go back and watch old movies, when the industry didn't have as much technology and stuff as we do now, and see like how we get away, would this film really hit as hard as it did then? Would it hit as hard now because of like the graphics or the acting skills or the production all in itself? I like to look back and be like, would this really ride? And some stuff probably would, even with the mistakes in, just because it was just that good or that's the storyline was just that great. But then some stuff is like, I don't know if this would have made it.
No,
It made it. They filmed this in its perfect time because this wouldn't have
that's
made
a
it.
fact. No, that's a
Wouldn't have
fact.
made it. All right, so I got three more questions for you, unless the audience has a couple of more questions, but we'll see.
Yeah, take your time.
So I lied. It's four more questions. Uh,
You good, man?
I
I'm
be
here.
lying. Oh, I be lying.
I'm here. I'm here.
So one of my questions is, what's your favorite underappreciated novel?
Mm, underappreciated now. One of mine's or
One
somebody
of
else has something.
yours? No, I mean it could be you or something feel like, hey, the audience should have really liked this book from me. I think that I gave it this type of energy, or it could be something of someone else's you read, whichever one.
Um, I will go with my book called Stranded, and a lot of people bought this book and read this book and things like that. I just personally thought it should have sold way more and stuff like that. Like the book did great, but I just thought it should have done better because it was something different. So when I was becoming an author, we were writing the urban novels, like the street books and stuff like that. And with this book I got called Stranded, it's different. It's like a serial killer family. It's like kind of like a horror story with a thriller mixed into it. It was not your typical street book. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to be in a box with everybody else and things like that. And a lot of people read it and stuff like that. But a lot of my readers, they were like, "Oh man, well, where's the street stuff at?" Like they didn't even give it a chance because it wasn't
It
the
wasn't the
norm for
normal
me.
you.
Correct. And it was like, just check it out because how I operate is this, man. If I mess with, let's say I mess with you, right? And I read all your stuff, I watch all your movies and stuff. Once you come out with something else, I'm like, what's this some new stuff? This ain't her normal stuff. I'm gonna check it out because I'm a fan already. It's like, okay, I support this person, so let me see what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people they don't do that. They want what you get from them. If you try to do something, maybe turn to Hollywood, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like stuff like that. So the book is called Stranded, man. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was really dope and stuff like that. And
All right, y'all. People in ours, we're gonna have to try to read that book, Stranded. We're gonna have to get
Stranded,
that silk white original.
man. Listen, I'm telling you, man, that book is so good, man. I'll give you a little rundown. It's about a guy who just got out of jail from doing 10 years, man. And he had a disconnect with his daughter. His daughter felt like, oh, you don't love me because you committed a crime and you went away for 10 years. So his daughter's like 17 now, right? Pretty much almost grown now. So the wife, he comes home, they bumping heads like, yo, I'm still your father. He like, you ain't my father. So the wife is like, yo, how about this? How about we go on a vacation? Let's take a road trip so we all could be in the car together so you can have some bonding time in the car, right? So he just got out of jail from 10 years. So he don't know how to use the phones. So he got the old school map out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So needless to say, they get lost because he got the map and all this crazy stuff. And the car breaks down. And this white tow truck comes, this white guy who drives a tow truck comes through. It's pouring down rain and his car broke down. And he said, "Hey, listen, man, I see y'all broke down. It's gonna be a storm for the whole weekend. I could tow y'all. Well, he got tow truck. He's like, I could tow you to my house, right? Y'all could stay there for the weekend, and then as soon as the storm's over with, I could take you to the mechanic, free of charge. I know you got your family with you." He says, "Let me talk to my family. They're in the car talking. Yo, what y'all think we should do? Yes, no, no, no." It's like, we ain't got no options.
Amir, you are petty for this. You are so petty. Okay, so
But
I have redeems on my channel where people can redeem certain things. So Amir has redeemed for me to talk ghetto for for five
no, have
for
mercy.
5 minutes. So the 5 minutes of this interview, I'm about to be real ghetto ratchet. Okay, I just
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
ghetto. Oh my god. Okay, Amir, you wrong for this. You so wrong for this. All right.
Mm,
Finish your story. I'm sorry. Let me set my timer.
no, no, that's pretty much it. So basically, they get the tow truck to the guy's house, and the story's called Stranded. So from there, it just gets crazy. You know what I'm
mm, okay. Let me
saying?
see. The next question I have for you is going to be like everybody feel like success looks differently for them, okay? And so I'm trying to figure out like what success look like for you, because like is it like you trying to get some monies, or is you trying to like really is you trying to like look cool? Like, is it like the name? Is it like a brand? Like, you want us to be around like Silk White or something? Or is you just trying to get the monies? Like, what it look like for you?
So success to me is basically as many people as you can to mess with your work. You understand what I'm saying? You are successful when you do something that's a success. You know what I'm saying? So that's like success for me. So if I do a film, I want as many people to watch the film as possible. So I set a number for myself. If it reaches that, that's success to me. If it passes that, that's great. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of course, you want to get paid too and stuff like that. That's great, of course. But like I said, sometimes you got to go without the money to get to the money. If that makes any sense, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to get into the film thing and stuff like that to make money, and it doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? You have to put in some work first before you can go and get paid. Because even if you get on a Tubi or one of these streaming platforms that they pay you, you have to have an audience that's going to watch the shows in order for you to get paid. So it's like just because you started out and you on these streaming services, right? You don't have an audience because you just started. So only people who want to watch it is your family and your friends. That's not enough for you to be getting paid. You have to now put this work in and get people to watch your movie, and you know what I'm saying. And when they don't know you, it's very difficult to get strangers to watch your movie, even when it's free. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do it for. Just successful is just about doing something doing what you wanted to do, and then that's what I take as success.
Mm, yeah, I know what you talking about, but you know what I'm saying. Like, is it like when you writing? Is it like hard, or like how long it take you to write? Like, do you write like hours and hours in a day, or do you like have time where you like just like, okay, I'm writing for like 9 to 5, or I'm writing all day. Like, how many hours it take you to write?
It depends, man. It depends. I write until I get till I lose motivation. So it's like I might start writing at 1 o'clock. I might stop at 4 o'clock. I might stop at 6 o'clock. It just depends on that. And sometimes if I'm flowing with it and it's flowing good, I might go a little bit longer. So it all just depends on how the flow is going when I'm actually writing.
That sound like hard. I don't know if I'm gonna be a writer. I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But like, okay, so like, what type of writer are you? Are you like a Stan Lee? You know how in like Marvel movies he always got like a cameo or whatever, or are you more so like a Spike Lee? You know, Spike Lee always got a part that's written for him, or like a Tyler Perry that always got a part in a movie that's written for them. Like, are you like the person that's like, no, I want my movie for the actors. I ain't really trying to be in it, or are you trying to be in it?
Mostly it's for the actors and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, once the story is written, I might be like, what's the smallest role I could jump in real quick? So I might jump in the smallest role and things like that because I gotta focus on behind the scenes because there'd be so much going on, behind the scenes and things like that that I don't have the luxury to jump in front of the camera the way I want to. You know what I'm saying? So for the majority of the part, I'm behind the scenes, but I will have if it's a quick little small role, I'll definitely jump on that. Like the new show or series called The Transporter that's streaming on Tubi. I have like a small role in that. Like it's 6 episodes. I'm in one episode. I'm like two scenes, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so like, um, the Transporter is like a series, or it's like a movie.
No, it's a series. So it's 6 episodes, and each episode, the first episode is like 30 minutes, second one 30 minutes, and the rest of them is like 25 minutes. 6 of them. So
Got you. All right, so we watching tomorrow, y'all. If y'all finna tune in with us tomorrow, we watching the Transporter, and we finna like really enjoy it. I think I have never seen it, so we watch. This is my first time. Y'all know I like to find a movie I ain't never seen, so y'all can get my live reaction, okay? And so
that's a fact.
like, tell us like the storyline. Like, what should we expect in the Transporter?
Man, the transporter is like action, man. So if y'all looking for some action, y'all looking for some drama, man, the transporter is for you, man. So it's basically about a Uber driver and one of the biggest drug dealers in the city gets in, it becomes a passenger in this Uber driver's car, and it basically changes her life. And it's dope. It's
Okay,
dope.
all right, y'all.
Yeah.
My 5 minutes are up. Amir, thank you for that, for making me be ghetto. And Cancer Sticks. I don't know.
No problem,
I
no
don't know
problem.
if I was going for a New Jersey accent. I just went with what hit me. That was definitely the longest 5 minutes ever.
Like for real.
So hopefully I held the character for your redeem, Amir. I don't know. I tried my best.
You did
Hopefully that
good,
was
girl. You
my
did
ghetto
good.
talk for you.
You did good. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what was the motivation behind this film?
Pretty much, man. I wanted to do a series. You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing like a bunch of movies and things like that, and I wanted to do a series because I've noticed with series people can connect with the characters better because they see them so frequently, like Ghost from Power and what's his name, Franklin from Snowfall, and these people you connect with them more because you see them all the time, like Sisters, Tyler Perry, the girls, and what's the girl name? Start with an A and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? You get to connect with the characters more because you see them more often and things like that. So I was like, man, let me throw a shot at this series and things like that. See what this thing is hitting.
Got you. Okay, so you said it's how what was the minute breakdown?
30 minutes, pretty much 30-minute episodes.
30-minute episodes, 6 30-minute episodes.
It's about three 30-minute episodes, and the other three is like 26 minutes, 25
All right. Well, we finna be here for a minute, y'all. We
Yeah, I
finna
got my
be.
pick, man. Watch like 2 episodes and then let them watch it on their own. They like it. It's free on Tubi. Just go to Tubi, download the app,
All
probably on y'all
right.
TV.
Yeah, that
Whatever.
might be what we do. We're gonna try to get y'all, give y'all a sample.
Yeah, 2 episodes. That
Two
should be good.
episodes sample. That's gonna be about an hour of y'all time.
That's a fact.
And then if y'all like it, y'all gonna go get them ratings up
Yeah,
on
I
the
go to Tubi.
transporter. Or if it's real good, we might just be in there. We might be like, wait a minute, let me see
I'm
that
in.
next
Fuck it. Let's go.
episode.
Let's
We
go.
don't know. We don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Well, I
That's
want to just thank you for coming on the show all together and just being with us and spending some time with us. I really, really appreciate it. Let the people know anything about you that we didn't cover today, that you want your fans and everything to know. Um, you gave me a bio. I ain't go to none of the bio, did I?
Nah, you good. You good, man. I appreciate y'all having me, man. Appreciate you for having me, definitely. And whoever haven't, checked out the transporter, check it out. It's free on Tubi. Or if you can wait till tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? When we're doing the watch party thing, check it out and stuff like that. Also, I have a bunch of other movies on there. One called He Belongs to Me. Be Careful What You Ask For. The Psychic. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of movies on
I
there.
think I seen The Psychic. I didn't know it was your movie at the time. I was watching it
Yes,
for Nelson.
yes, Nelson is my man. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, so the sidekick, I got a bunch of movies on it. So just go to Tubi and just type in Silk White, and they'll all pop up. And man, just go check it out, man. I'm pretty sure you're gonna find something that you're gonna enjoy.
All right. So, do you have any social media, website, or anything where people can kind of follow your
Correct.
story?
Correct. They can follow me on Instagram at silkwhite212. They can follow me on YouTube. Is YouTube/ Silk White, Facebook Silk White, and Tubi. Go to Tubi and just type in Silk White, and everything will pop right on up. And I have a website, it's called goodtogofilms.com. That's good with the number two. Goodtogofilms.com.
Okay, I have one more question because I
Yes,
just be
ma'am.
doing stuff like that.
Okay.
You mentioned that you have lots of films on Tubi. Do you have a distribution deal, or do you submit all your stuff by yourself?
I go through a distribution company. So basically, I do. So there's several different type of distribution deals and companies you could go through. They got some who offer you money up front. They offer you some who do this. Mine's is they don't give me any money, but they don't do nothing for me. I get 80%, they get 20%. The only reason I get 80% is because I have to do everything. I have to do the marketing, I have to do everything. They're only getting 20% because they could get it on certain avenues that I'm not able to get it on, like Tubi, because you can't go to Tubi yourself. You have to have an aggregator or either go through distribution. So I do it that way because, like I told you before, I like to be independent and I like to control my own stuff. I don't like people telling me what I can do, what I can't do, change this and change that. You know what I'm saying? So I go that route. But as I know other people who go the other route where they take the upfront money and they, you know, do it like that. It all depends on what works best for people and things like that.
All right. Well, thank you once again for coming on. Really appreciate it. We're looking forward to watching the transporter, get a couple of episodes in, see how it rocks, see how it rolls, see how the people love it. Make sure everybody comes back. Make sure y'all come back, tune in. It's gonna be a good time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You do not
Right.
have to have Twitch to do this party with us, this watch party, or any interview that I do or anything that I do. So just to let you know, just in case you want to come back, this is a variety stream show. So Mondays we do A&R Mondays where we play only independent music. Yesterday we had a ladies night, so we did all independent ladies music. But we play any independent music. So if you have any independent artists that want to get played, that's when we do it on Mondays. Tuesdays we do our interviews. It could be an author, it could be a comedian, it could be an actress, it could be a mom and pop shop. Anybody where we're bringing underground to the light. We were trying to give everybody that avenue to be seen, get those interviews, get the audience built. Cause I'm building an audience, you're building an audience. Why not build an audience together?
No
Um,
doubt.
and on Wednesdays we do our What You Watching Wednesdays, where we only play independent films. I don't play any mainstream movies. Everything I find is an independent movie. Thursdays is an open day. It could be a free day, or it could be Tony's Girl Talk, where I get my girlfriends together and we just have good random topics. Leaving the weekend open, I am a girl gamer. So on the weekends, I do play video games live here on Twitch, and we have conversations while I'm playing those video games. So if you are a gamer or
That's dope.
interested in gamers, feel free to come back on the weekends and just kind of vibe with me.
That's dope.
And that is it. Again, thank you so much. Thank everybody for tapping in and tuning in. I really appreciate you. Silk, you and your family have a wonderful night, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate y'all, man. See y'all tomorrow, man. Hopefully, I enjoyed the transport on too.
All right, bye.
All right, peace out.
All right, y'all. As y'all know, hopefully y'all are gonna tune in tomorrow with me. Um, it's gonna be a good time. I think again, I haven't seen it. I did see a little bit of the trailer, so I think this series is going to be a good series. Hopefully, it's something y'all get into. Typically, y'all know I don't really watch series, but since it's all there, I can binge watch a series. Long as it ain't something I gotta come back week to week to week to week, I'm good with. But a series that's already complete and already on there, I'm here for it. So hopefully y'all come back tomorrow We're going to have a great time. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe all week long. If you subscribe, I am taking a shot. I keep my bottle of Crown next to me. Yes, this is a good series. Can't wait for more. Yes, it's going to be great. I keep a bottle next to me. Y'all already know how I do. All subscription this week will get you a shot from me. I'm taking shots all week long. Just this week only though. I don't know. We may extend it just depending on how good the subscription vibes go. So don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate your support. Of course, it's not required, but I love it if you do. Don't forget to follow. Love it if you do. Gift a sub. Do whatever. Where can we follow? Where can you follow me again? Or where can you follow Silk again? Who are you trying to follow? If you're trying to follow Silk White, I believe his Instagram is at silkwhite212. If you're looking for me, my Instagram is celebrity ATL on Instagram, Tony Dominique 1 on Twitter, or Tony Dominique on Facebook. Either way, you can keep up with me. But always great to have me right here on twitch.tv/Tony Dominique. Love y'all to tap in and tune in with me. And I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful night. It's been great. It's been amazing. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye.